Good morning, Steve here. And let's just start today's healing session with just a moment of just dropping into your deep self. Your deep self exists at the core of yourself in the pranic tube. And you'll know that you're in your deep self if you start feeling calm and peaceful feelings. That means that you are there. Okay, I'm just going to set up the field and then talk about something. Who knows what? So I choose, when I say I choose to set up a healing field for, you just state your name if you want to. And then the field will be set up for you as well as whoever else states their name. So I choose to set up a healing field for, and I ask that the Brotherhood of Light please be present. The Deva of Healing please be present. Pan of Nature please be present. Sisterhood of Light please be present. All of your helpers and guides please be present. All of my helpers and guides please be present. Saint Germain please be present. Metatron please be present. Kuan Yin please be present. Master Mo please be present. Master Kun Li please be present. Christ Consciousness please be present. Holders of Space please be present. Sanat Kumara please be present. I'm going to let this side down a little bit. Abrahamanad please be present. Alcazar please be present. The interdimensional being please be present. Thoth please be present. Ra please be present. Higher Self please be present. And our Soul Ray group please be present. I ask that we be placed in a field of protection while we do this work. I ask the Higher Self to take us through the portal of time to the event that would be of the highest good, released and integrated this time. Upon arrival at the event, I ask the Higher Self to, or I invite all souls that were affected by the event to return to the event, to release and integrate the energy of the event for themselves. And I ask that they be placed in a field of protection while they do their work. So energy's already starting to release. Upon arrival at the event, I ask the Higher Self to assist us to release and integrate all energies of the event, gently and easily, fully and completely on all levels and through all space and time. Okay, again, I would suggest that you just state out loud or state inside yourself, depending on what you feel comfortable with. I choose to be in my deep self. And then the deep self exists within your spinal cord. It exists within your pranic tube. Those energies that are kind of inside you are connected with those higher dimensional energies, fifth dimensional energies and up. Many of the beings that we work with in these fields are higher level energies, but as humans, we're moving from a third dimensional energetic field to a fifth dimensional energetic field. So one of the means of getting into these higher consciousnesses is to go into our deep self, which is connected to those higher consciousnesses. So when we're in our deep self, we tend to feel very peaceful and calm and accepting, curious, and compassionate. Those are all deep self states. And when we're in our deep self, we can start to feel like there's this movement of energy that goes up and down the spine. And I think it might be called a K disease, but this symbol of the two snakes and the energies moving up and down the center of the spine. It doesn't matter if you believe in them or don't believe in them. It's just a visual, you know. It's like all these things are metaphors, and if somebody made it up at some point, and you just chose to agree with it, maybe because your parents agreed with it, and that you wanted to agree with your parents until you were like a teenager, and then you wanted to make your parents know that they were idiots. Possibly. Not everyone did that, but some of us did. And yeah, and then we struck out on our own. And some of us decided to just um, make up a different reality than the one that had been offered to us. And so we found ourselves many of us found ourselves in very interesting circumstances. Good, most of the time, sometimes odd or challenging. So here we are now. We're back at an event. I can feel kind of the intensity of the event. So if you find yourself yawning a lot, yawning really releases the temporal mandibular joint. It releases the temporal bones, the occiput, the atlas vertebra, second cervical vertebra, shoulders, rib cage, the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th thoracics, which are related to fight or flight. The 9th is related to the adrenal glands. The 10th is related to small intestine. So when we're in fight or flight, our digestion is shut off. All our blood is pumped to our arms and legs. And in a situation of fight or flight, that's very useful because you can climb a tree, you can grab a stick, you can fight off the saber-toothed tiger, you can do all sorts of things because you're really focused and alert and aware. But to be that 24 hours a day is very useful. You probably won't sleep very well. And the past few years, there's been a lot of fear mongering going on. You should be afraid. You should be afraid. Terrible things are going to happen. Well, things are going to happen all the time. You're on planet Earth, or you think you are, if this is, some alternate reality, and who named it planet Earth? But you're somewhere, you feel present, you feel like you have something going on, you feel like you're somewhere doing something, and so these are all really good things, and I'm just going to touch my screen so it doesn't shut the video off like it has been doing a few times at very interesting points. And I don't have enough technical skills to actually start it back up again and splice the two pieces together, so I'm just going to try to help this to go along. So I think that I will say at this point, you might shut the video off and just work with the energetics, or you can leave it on. My plan is to say the words that I say at the end of a session. So you can turn it off and turn it back on again. I'll say those words, but it won't end the session. There may be a few things for me to talk about then. So you might just hit the pause button now. And then when you hit the start button again, if you do, then I'll say these words. I ask the higher self in our soul group and the interdimensional being to assist all the souls that return to the event to combine with that part of their soul that had remained at the event and bring that combined soul back into their body in present time with all of its wisdom, power, and clarity. And I would ask all those souls to ground themselves into the healing center of the earth and open up the portal for the delivery of the new energies into the earth at this time. And I ask that those new energies be brought in and that they be activated. And I let the universe know that that this has been done and that it's good. Okay, So those of you who, got through these first couple sections, this last little bit of information is just going to be coming through me as a means of assisting each of us, me included, because I watch these videos quite frequently and I get a lot out of them. But I'm just going to see if there's anything that the higher realms might want to bring to our attention. So we'll just go there, and then I can also delete this from if they tell me things that really scare me or something, then I can delete it off the back and just have the early part of the video. But here goes. Okay, so remember who you are, not who you were told that you are, but who you are prior to coming into a physical body, which is who you are at your deep self, at the level of your deep self. That's who you are. That's who you are on a spiritual level. This process that we're in is a 28-year process. It started in 1997 and it'll go till 2025. And the exact kind of date of the